Look at all the goodies I have this month to do a try on for what I received in my beauty subscription boxes in the month of October 2024. Hey everyone, I'm wygowarrior, aka Julie, and if you're new, WYGO stands for When You Get Old. Alright, I'm going to zoom on in and get started with my cheap product. This here is a add-on from Ipsy, but it is a foundation. Before I try on the foundation, let's get this lip product tested out. This here is the CIATÉ London Watermelon Burst 2-in-1 Everyday Lip Balm and Mask. I love when products have a very short name. This smells like watermelon, but let's see. Ooh, that texture. It looked like it was going to be firm, but it's a little goopy. Not super goopy, but goopier than I expected. Feels very comfortable. Smells spectacular. If you like watermelon scent, you're going to love this. It is a little goopy for my preference as far as needing to stick your finger in something. That's just a personal preference, but it feels fantastic on the lips and doesn't provide much color, which I personally appreciate. And it even has a watermelon taste, but it's very, very, very subtle. All right, let's move on to my add-on. This here is from Thread Beauty, and this is the Face It Complexion Stick, and I have it in the shade 00 Fair. Now this brand is sold at Target, as well as you can get it online at the Thread Beauty website, and it only costs $8. So if I enjoy this and it's better than my BB creams, that is a really good price. Now I question the shade I selected. I have a feeling it's going to be really, really light. I do have some fake tan on, but we will make this work. I'm just gonna go lazy girl style and just kind of shove it on everywhere, and we'll see how well this blends out. And I've already messed up, not this product, but I totally forgot. And what reminded me of it is because this product, I'm feeling my skin's looking really dry. I totally forgot to try this product, which is from GIRLACTIK. This is the Dewy Rose Petal Face Mist, which you can put on to get hydration and also use as a setting spray. So let me see how well it's going to do with the half applied foundation stick. I normally don't like scents that have any aspect of rose. This smells divine. It is a little floral, but a good floral. All right, back to the foundation stick here. It is way, way, way too light. So let me just blend that in, and I'll go a little extra with contour bronzer, and hopefully that will help me not look so much like a ghost. Now with the Thread Beauty Face It stick, they claim you can use it as a concealer. It's looking a little dry on my normal skin, so I don't want my under eyes to be extra creepy, so I'm just going to go in with a different product. I did not get this in a box, but I discovered it by picking up a add-on, and this is from Winky Lux, and it's the Peeper Perfect. So let's just go all that going and then move on to blush. All right, so the blush I got is from Tarte. This is the Blush Tape Liquid Blush, and I have it in the shade pink. All right, so this is what the packaging looks like. It has a sponge tip and a locking mechanism. So let's do the first squeeze up, which is always so satisfying. Lock it down, and I don't know how much product, but let's first just tap. Before I do that, let's figure out what brush I'm going to use and get get a little going right there. I have no idea if this is super pigmented or what, but leave it to me to go here. But so far, not too shabby. Is it picking up or are my lights too bright? In real life, it's a beautiful shade and it's looking really good. You may not see it as well with the bright lights, but I'm enjoying it so far. Now, the blush does have the ever so subtle kind of dewy glow, which I appreciate. I went down a little too far on this side, but hey, I'm just going to pounce it out and move on to this adorable packaging from LUNAR Beauty. This here is the Moonshroom highlighter palette. And even though they're highlighters, one of the shades in here looks like it could be a shimmery blush, which is that shade right there. But I think I'm going to start with this shade actually as the highlighter and maybe put a little bit of that on top. Am I going to want that shade or this other shade? I'm going to tap in between the two of them because one looks a little too yellow and the other looks a little too brown. But I think between the two of them, ooh, whoa. All right, that is very shiny. I'm just going to grab a clean, bigger, fluffier brush. Okay, if you like your highlighters to appear they came from outer space, I think LUNAR Beauty is doing the job there. All right, yes. So I think the appropriate brush might benefit. That is giving quite the shimmer. Is it enough? Yes. But do I also want to try this pink one? You bet. All right. Ooh, that is very, very pigmented. Let's try not to go too crazy. And I'm just going to go a little lower, almost like a blush topper. And we'll just kind of blend, blend, blend. That is beautiful. Those would also look really nice in the inner corner or anywhere on the eyes. All right, speaking of the eyes, let's move on to the Goddess palette, which is from ELOISE Beauty. This here is a 9-pan palette. These up top, in real life, they look purple, but look, it's a duochrome, so it looks teal, but what I see in person is a dark purple. All right. Here are the swatches. This bottom row is the wygowarrior Scary Row. They are beautiful though. And by the way, that blue stains. So just heads up. But this top row is right up my alley. And then what I found interesting is in the pan, this one that looks kind of gray actually is very kind of creamy and taupey. I think it looks beautiful. All right, I'm going to start with this light kind of off-white bone matte shade. I'm just going to get it kind of near. Thought it would be a little lighter for the brow bone. Maybe not. I'm going to go in with a fluffier brush and just kind of lay it down all over my lid. By the way, I started my lids being primed using the MAC paint pot because I was forewarned that at least the blue would kind of stain, which it certainly does, but I didn't know how the other shades would, so just to be safe, I went ahead and primed. All right, so I got that all over the lids. Now I'm going to go into the second to lightest matte shade, which is this one. And by the way, these are almost all shimmers. This is a matte, this is a matte, and the dark blue is a matte. And then this kind of taupey gray, that seems to be, it almost feels like it's a cream. It may be a cream shadow, don't quote me on that. But the other, all of the other shades are shimmers. So we are limited on the actual matte shades, but I am fine as long as I have at least two. Ideally, I like it when there's a deeper matte shade to kind of get the outer corner and get underneath the lash line, but we will make this work. Now the matte shade I'm using now, this kind of orangey, peachy pumpkin shade, it didn't swatch the best. It was quite light, and I think I can build it up, but just know it is very different in intensity than the blue shade. All right, I'm gonna take some of that and get it underneath my lash line, and then figure out which of the shimmers. Let's get a little more. Like I said, I wish I had a dark shade. Now, I don't know how that shade would work. Let me find appropriate brush. Let's try this. It's kind of a denser, flatter brush. Let's see how this will do. Okay, yeah. That is helping to deepen it up. It's interesting because when I look in the pan, it looks kind of like more gray, but on the skin, it is definitely more of a taupey. It's not quite brown, but it's definitely not gray. And it's blending in beautifully with those kind of tangerine orangey shades, which is probably why it was put in this palette. And I bet it works really well with the blues. I personally am not a blue girl, but I do love a good peachy orange. All right. Am I gonna regret how this looks in editing? I find myself, when I'm filming, I get nervous, and so I just go really fast, and then in editing, I'm like, what did you do? Whereas if I was literally doing this on my own because I'm going out, I would take like way longer, but when I film, I don't want the videos to be super long, so I tend to speed through this part. All right. Once I get the shimmer on, I think that will look spectacular. All right, I'm gonna go in with this shimmer here and get it kind of on the outer area, and then I will come in a little bit. Ooh, that's pretty. All right, now the shimmer that is more my speed is this one in the middle, which originally had kind of some white. When I swatched it, kind of the white disappeared, but this is my jam. It's a little more what I call toppery, and ooh, that is what I really enjoy. Yes, I fat fingered it. All right. All right, I'm going to pop off camera, do my eyeliner, and touch up my mascara, and then we'll come back and apply the last lip product. All right, before I move on to the lip product, I realize I probably do want something on my brow bone. So I'm going to reach back into the highlighter palette, and I think I'm just going to go into this lightest shade here and just get a little going here because I love when my brow bone kind of pops like that. Ooh, yes, exactly what I wanted. And I think this is a lighter shade. I'm just gonna tap a little right here. Perfect. All right, now on to the lip product, which is the only product that came from my Allure box. Everything else I've tried on so far has been from my Ipsy. And that is this product here from Florence by Mills, which is the Glow Yeah Tinted Lip Oil. Now, I did try this once, and I think it's like pH balance. I don't know. It looks pretty light, but it ends up going a little pink, which may not go with the eye look, but hey, we're doing a try on, so let's just see what she looks like. It's very comfortable. Does not seem to have a scent, and especially when you get it on your nose like that, it does turn my lips a little kind of pinky purple, which isn't my favorite, but yeah, it's getting darker. But if you like this shade, and it kind of stains your lips a little bit, but it's very comfortable. All right, so here is the final look. What are your thoughts? Ignore how the lip doesn't match the eyes. I would say the product I was most disappointed with is the product I paid for myself. It's this stick foundation. I'm noticing, and I don't know if I pick up on camera, I don't have a mustache per se, but we all have kind of little baby hairs. I normally don't see that, but it looks like I need to take a razor and shave. And the only thing I can think of is this product, because looks like I have, like, you know, like a 13-year-old kid. The discoloration right there, I don't like that look. It's also, my texture crepiness is standing out a little more than normal. Oh, I forgot. Got to put this mist back on, and let's see if that helps. By the way, this mister is really nice. Again, if you do not like floral scents, you wouldn't like this. If you do like a floral scent, it smells really, really good. All right, what do we think? The eyeshadows, I'm loving that color story. I think they look beautiful. Not this lip shade, especially with the eye look. The blush, perfect for me if you want something more pigmented. Maybe not your jam, but blends out beautifully. The highlighters are very, like, seen from outer space. They don't have glitter per se, but there is a nice shimmer. I wouldn't say it's emphasizing my texture, but it's not the softest product I've ever used, if that makes sense. So just buyer be warned if you do have more texture than I have, but I think it looks fine. What else? I think that was everything. Mister, blush, highlighter, eyeshadow. Oh, the CIATÉ London, what is this? Lip balm, lip mask, watermelon. Love this a lot better than this. This feels nice. I'm just not a fan of the color. All right, so while I sign off, let me fix the color. Yeah, I have my tips and tricks, because right next to me I have things that are very, very light in color to slather on. But hey, I want to thank each and every one of you. No, I made it worse. Ooh, no. We're going to grab a peach. And while I try to fix this, there we go, bright orange. Matches the eyeshadow better. Where is I going? Oh, my outro. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. So much better. If you haven't done so by now, I would love if you would subscribe. For those who have, thank you so much. Remember to click that bell icon so you can be notified of future videos. And if you could do me a big favor, clicking on the thumbs up, it really does help with my channel to grow. And you see, don't worry if you get a lip product that doesn't work out. Grab something you like and make it work. All right, thanks everyone.